Okay, so I work with people. This time, working as a young paper boy down in Mount Druitt with my best friend Nicholas. We're working to collect money to go to the local pools and perv on girls. One of our favorite things to do in our spare time. Anyways, this time delivering newspapers, whistling our whistle and going around and selling as many as we could. We were approached by two young men. Now, these two young men were obviously desperate and in need of sight. Our spidey sensors started to tingle, and I said to Nicholas, please walk over to those guys, offer them two newspapers, and we'll see what happens, because I don't believe they're here to buy anything. And so it was. They barged past Nicholas and came straight up to me, and one of them held a knife to my throat as they walked around the back of me, unbuckled the bum bag. And the other guy stood in front, and he's watching me eye to eye, making sure I don't move. I'm a 10-year-old kid. I'm shitting myself. So, anyways, I'm like, whoa. Anyway, and then these guys, after it's unbuckled, they both just jet off. They take off like in a whisper wind, man. They're gone, and I'm left in a panic with my best friend Nicholas here. And I think, what do we do? What do we do? The only thing that we could do was to call the police. Now, this is the days before mobile phones were ever invented. And so we see a lady on the veranda. She's smoking a cigarette. So we dash over there and we're like, please, we need to call the police.
And oh, I'm on, I don't have a cigarette, I don't have a phone, sorry.
As she dragged on her cigarette,
Sorry, I got no phone.
And so, me and Nicholas, we then dashed to the next door neighbor's place to her. Please, ma'am, we need to call the police. We've just been robbed. We're the paper boys. And so the police turned up and they took us down the police station. We looked at the mug shots and we identified who we thought were our muggers. And then we went home, we cried about it. And then we returned to work after me and Nicholas had a good cry. And we met in the manager's office, and that's where he told us that we identified different people. I'm like, dude, there were two different people there. That's why we identified different people. And then he accused us of being liars, and then continued to accuse us of stealing the money that was in the bum bag. And I was like, dude, what? And he goes, yeah, it was $44. I'm like, I got nothing in my pockets, what the heck, man? And it was like, sorry, guys, I'm going to have to let you go. And, me and Nicholas were distraught. Again, we're left in tears as 10-year-old boys thinking, how are we going to make money to go to the pools and perv on girls? So, that is the story of one of my first jobs. Please like, subscribe. See you next time on the Podge and Pickle podcast. Cheers.